On this week's programme, we bring you all the action from the final night of the €50,000 Cox Cup Open 550 from Newbridge. We then head to Shelbourne Park for the climatic conclusion of the Ladbrokes Open 600. The €50,000 Cox Cup Open 550 reached its conclusion at Newbridge Stadium last Friday night. A terrific crowd turned out for this prestigious event, and all eyes were on the market leader, the Pat Buckley-trained Droopy's Electric, running from Trap 2. But first, the Consolation final.
The Consolation Cox Cup. In 1, 4 to the floor. 2 is Mardox Cantona. 3, Come On Gaza. 4, Scorchio. In 5, Slick Leo. And 6, Danzig. Is the hair now up behind Traps. Ready for off in this one. And away to go. 4 is out fast. That's Scorchio. Leads up to the bend with 5. Slick Leo showing good pace in second. Cutting for the inside, but around the bend. It's number 4 Scorchio. A length and a half in front from 5 Slick Leo in second. Mardox Cantona is in third. Back about 4 lengths back, but it's 4 Scorchio out front. Martin Sweeney's charge. Leading it by a length into the third. 5 challenging Slick Leo, but it's 4. Cuts him off. Scorchio leads by 2 lengths into the home straight from 5 Slick Leo. Mardox Cantona doing a bit of running, and also Come On Gaza. Up the straight. Running wide is number 4 Scorchio, but Scorchio holds on to win it, I think. It goes to a photo. And the result of the Consolation Cox Cup, the winner number 4 Scorchio, owned by the Short Grass Syndicate, trained by Martin Sweeney. Second number 5 Slick Leo, and third number 2 Mardox Cantona, the time 30:32.
Well, Martin, this was a great consolation for you. You were hard luck that you didn't get into the final, but you ran a fantastic race tonight.
Well, he done the thing. He got out in front of them, and they were coming at him, but he kept ahead and stuck ahead. And good gutsy dog. Pulled over down to the man that bred him in the beginning, Paddy here beside me. If he didn't breed a dog, I wouldn't have him. So it's nice to have a good dog to train. And he's a good dog, good early pace dog, and genuine as they come.
And when the 5 dog came up against me, he just poked his nose out there.
Well, I won't tell you what I was saying to myself, but my lad stuck his head in front again and went on and just held on. That was the main thing. Crossing the line, I was sure he was up, but being a local here, I know the line fairly well.
Well, Paddy, you bred the dog, and he's done great around Newbridge.
He has, yeah. That's 5 or 6 finals he's been in, you know. Good game, dog. Honest to God, he's chasing the hare, which a lot of them are not, and he'll win a lot of races still. I have his mother at home sitting in the kennel, and I'm waiting for her to break, but she hasn't. So I'm looking at money every day I win, but it's no good to me. You know what I mean?
Whereas the syndicate are very game anyway. They love to see him running.
Yeah, well, they're after getting a great bit of sport out of this dog. Like, as Paddy said, he's actually been in 4 or 5 finals now. It's not the first one he's won. He's won a smaller stake here as well. They've got a lot of trophies out with this dog between benefit nights and things like that. So they're after knocking good sport out of him. They could be a little bit spoiled now because it's the first dog they had, like, and they think it's very easy. Like, they think you can switch them on and off, but it's not as simple as that.
And now on to the feature race of the night, the final of the Cox Cup Open 550, when we see if Droopy's Electric holds on to his unbeaten status in the competition thus far.
In 1 is Shelley's Crown, owned by Eugene Price, a daughter of Spiral Nikita and Airport Express. Well housed on the inside, this one a very strong finisher. Number 2 here, this strong favourite, Droopy's Electric, owned by Terry Dawkins and trained by Pat Buckley. Son of Droopy's Agassi and Droopy's Jolie, has won 7 of his 8 races and thoroughly deserves to be the hot favourite. In 3 we have Black or White, a hugely consistent greyhound trained by Paul Hennessy for Tony Howard and Lisa Shaw, a son of Top Honcho and Beaming Song, dog with good early pace. Number 4, Deal Rover, strongly fancied here, owned by the Deal Rover Syndicate, trained by Shea Fahy, son of Split the Bill and Waterfall Slippy, has already finished 3rd in the Cesarewitch final. In 5 we have Skywalker Prince, owned by Ray Patterson, trained by Francis O'Donnell, son of Honcho Classic and Black Bracelet. Skywalker Prince can break, he's 8-1 in the betting. In 6 is Clarinka Dream, another local runner owned by Colin Johnson, son of Malbay Dreamer and May Take Your Chance. 7 wins from 19 from this one, but you can back it at 12-1. Here now on its way for the final of the Cox Cup. The winner to receive €21,000. The favourites in the blue jacket, Droopy's Electric. But the break is vital. Ready for off. Away to go. He's away quite well, but it's close up with number 3, Black or White, showing pace. But on the inside, Droopy's Electric has the inside rail, and he takes it. There's a bit of trouble. Number 5, Skywalker Prince, badly balked along with Clarinka Dream, and it's the favourite way out front down the back. Droopy's Electric leading by 5 lengths from 3, Black or White a second. Deal Rover showing pace in 3rd, but surely Droopy's Electric is not going to be caught from here. He's going to make it 8 from 9 as he leads off this final bend. Droopy's Electric out front. Black or White is doing big running in second and Deal Rover in third, but Droopy's Electric wins it, and wins it very handsomely indeed. The result of the Cox Cup, the winner, number 2, Droopy's Electric, owned by Terry Dawkins, trained by Pat Buckley. In second, number 3, Black or White, and third, number 4, Deal Rover, the time 30:05.
Well, Pat, he was favourite and he ran a fantastic race.
He did, yeah. He ran very well, because I thought he slightly missed it and he went too soon, but he showed great early up and showed great guts, I thought, around the first bend. Looks like a dog that could go on and be a star.
Well, I think he definitely is going to be a star. I mean, he's one of the youngest dogs to reach the final of the Cox Cup, and he's unbeaten throughout the whole stake.
Yeah, he's the youngest ever winner of the Cox Cup, but yeah, he's got a serious future if he stays in one piece ahead of him.
Well, he's also one of the future stars in Shelbourne Park, so no track seems to bother him.
No, he won the Future Stars and he went down and won the Cox Cup, but I won't do much. We'll just hold him up now and wait for the Derby. The Derby is our main aim with him all the year. So
Two very happy gentlemen here. You've got a great dog in your hands.
Yeah, fantastic dog. Only a puppy to win this race. I mean, I thought he'd win anyway. Now he's done great with the dog, Pat. Everything's down to Pat. He's had complete control over the dog, and he's been telling me for a long time what a great dog he is. And he wants to run him in the Irish Derby. And the way he's run tonight, and he'll be a little bit older, then he's still a puppy. Hopefully, pray to God, we'll all be there again this time in September, doing the same sort of thing. Great.
Well, Jason, is this your first time coming over to watch your dogs running?
No, I was over for the final of the Mullingar Sazedovich. I drew his Armani in the final. Had bad luck come second, but got the first trophy from Ireland now. Taking it back home to West Midlands in the morning.
Well, you certainly got some great dogs there with Droopy's Armani and this guy. It's a great kennel.
Yeah, we've got some good dogs. Got some good pups as well with Pat coming through. Some unraced pups.
Some nice pups coming through. Osborne, he's back over here now with Pat, and he'll probably be second in the Derby to this one, I think.
So, Pat, you're going to have a very busy season ahead of you.
Hopefully, still I know. Hopefully, just stay in one piece and keep him safe. It's the main thing with him.
Well, gentlemen, I think you're very eager to get inside and fill that cup.
Yeah. It has to be done.
We're in Shelbourne Park this evening for one of the most famous nights of the year, of course, the final of the Ladbrokes 600. It's been one of the most famous competitions throughout the years. It's been a favourite with punters, and with reason. It's a real test of a racing greyhound, and tonight we've got a cracking lineup. Tyra Ted in the Stripes is a red-hot favourite, but don't rule out the likes of Tyra Kitten, Dead Set, Westmead Eagle, Farlow Hobbs, and on the inside we have Antrim Classic. It really does promise to be a classic indeed. And one man that has an opinion, I'm sure, is Jack Mooney of Ladbrokes. Jack, Ladbrokes, firstly, great sponsors of greyhounds for a long number of years.
Well, tonight we're celebrating 20 years of continuous sponsorship of Irish Greyhound Racing. It started back 20 years in 1986 when we came up with the unique idea of the Ladbrokes Anglo-Irish International, which featured 3 of the best dogs in England and 3 of the best in Ireland. And it was very successful for a number of years. Your dad will remember that, the many trips we had to the UK and Sunderland and Hackney, places like that. But it did run its course then, and we went into various sponsorships like the Ladbrokes 750, that was Grand Prix, and then we took over from the Guinness 600, famous Guinness 600 it was, is now the Ladbrokes 600, and we're delighted with it. It's going very well for the last 4 years.
And as you said, we saw plenty of top-class greyhounds running in the Anglo-Irish, but tonight we've got top-quality lineup. What's your opinion?
Well, it's fantastic to have a dog like Tyra Ted in the final. We're very pleased with that. I mean, he probably win the Derby this year, I'd say. But I fancy dog 2, the Dead Set in Trap 2. There's a sneaking fancy for him if he gets away. I don't know how you feel about that, but I think he's a good outside chance.
Well, Jack has been known to be right on many an occasion, I can promise you that. But for now, let's take a look at one of the supporting races. It's the Ladbrokes Casino, Open 525.
Here on its way for the Ladbrokes Casino, Open 525. In the betting, it's 2-1 Great Display, 5-2 number 5 Action Express, and it's 4-1 number 2 Droopy's Blancos. The hare now comes up behind Traps for the 7th race at Shelbourne. And they're away, and it's number 4 Passer Tara Major but 3 now. Great Display on 1 on the inside. Simple Advice showing big pace, and Great Display is around the corner in front. Number 3 showing in front, but being challenged by 6 from Regards. Showing big pace in third is number 5 Action Express as they head down the far side with 3 Great Display leading the way from 6 from Regards and 5 Action Express in third, but it's 3 Great Display. Oh, number 6 falls from Regards, and that decides it because number 3 Great Display is out in front, and he certainly is producing a Great Display as he wins it. Number 3 the winner, Great Display. Second 5 Action Express, and third number 1 Simple Advice. So Great Display the impressive winner there.
Owen, Great Display. He's a real tidy little dog. He starts, he stays, he does everything right.
He is a handy little dog. Probably a bit fortunate like there tonight, but he's a good touch of early, and he's out there in front most nights, and you know, it's the place to be. But he's paying his way in a big way, like, you know, so he's a nice little dog to have.
He made his name, funnily enough, in a 5-5 in the unraced stake down in Youghal. Ran very well in that stake, but then he went sprinting on him for a long time. Has recently switched him back to 4 bends again, and it really is paying off.
Yeah, he does some flying runs sprinting, like, you know, on his own, but he's just not able to probably go with the best sprinters to the bend. But you know, the 5-2-5 is different. He can lead them dogs, and he's staying stronger. So the track's good tonight, and he likes top of the ground. So the summer hopefully will be a good little dog down the smaller tracks.
The tension is mounting as the final approaches. Join us in part 2.
Well, normally interviewers' nightmares to remember 2 names, but it's easy tonight. I got 2 Joes, and on the topic of names, we're here tonight to name a greyhound. But firstly, the reason we are naming a greyhound, well, Joe, it's your good pal Joe's birthday.
Yes, well, he's 50th birthday tonight, which is a great occasion, and his wife came to me about 5 months ago and asked me would I organise something for his birthday. So I've been involved in greyhound racing for many a year. I suggested, why don't we buy a greyhound pup? So she was very, very pleased with that, and I went off in search of a pup. I spoke with lots of people. I have a bitch myself, but she didn't come in season in time. I went to Ernie Cook. He had a beautiful litter of Lughill Angel, Larkill Joe pups, and he gave me a dog pup, and we took it from there. But tonight is a very special night because we're actually going to name the dog tonight. So please God, with a bit of luck, Joe might kind of do the honours.
Yeah. The birthday boy himself, Joe.
Thank you. Yeah.
You've had a look at these names now. What are you going to choose on?
Well, we have some good names here, Joe.
Yeah, we have. Yeah. So Quare Legs.
Quare Legs. Yeah.
We have Joe Solo. We have Don't Go Joe.
Mm-hmm.
And we have Go Johnny Go. Mm-hmm. And we have Smokin' Joe. But I think Smokin' Joe is kind of a prefix, so we can't use that.
That's true. Yeah.
So maybe we'll turn them upside down, and you can pick one.
Right.
Does that sound okay?
That sounds the best way ever.
Here we go. Dealer's choice. Okay, ready?
That's the name.
Angel's Heart.
Angel Heart. Well, there you are. The bitches look Angel Heart. It could be a good sign, you know. Owen McKenna won a derby with a Larkill Joe pup a couple of years ago. You never know. Maybe this time next year we'll be talking about a prospective derby winner, or the year after maybe.
Hopefully so. Yeah. We think we have a good winner here, Joe.
The best of luck.
Thank you.
Here we go.
Here we are.
Happy birthday.
Well, lads, best of luck with that one. Right?
Okay. Thanks very much.
Well, there you have it. Angel Heart. She's one to look out for in the future. She's certainly well bred, and she's gone to the right man in Owen McKenna. But meanwhile, the dog's on parade for the big one, the final of the Ladbrokes 600. Let's join Michael.
And well, there we see Antrim Classic, this one owned by Lisa Taggart, daughter of the IGB chairman Pascal Taggart, a son of Huncho Classic and Hector. Antrim Classic is at only 17 runs. He's a puppy, in the only 2004 puppy in this race. Well, what a prospect he is. I think he's going to make a sensational 6-bend greyhound into Dead Set, the amazing Dead Set, owned by Lottie Oram and Henning Olsen, a daughter, Real Revenge and Miss Muggins, born in Sweden, reared in Holland, running in Ireland, and all international breeding. This one, she flies out, she stays forever. She's a very jealous type. She hates a greyhound to go anywhere near passing her. She doesn't like being passed, and she rarely is when she's out in front. Then in 3 we have Farlow Hobbs, a very, very classy performer run by Albert Draper Trim and Mary Gilbert. This dog is son of Top Honcho and She Knew, and really would love an inside draw here. He has a tough draw in 3, and his job will be to try. He'll have to lead around the bend if he's to win this race, and that's going to be a mighty task. there we see the kitten, Tire Kitten, one of PJ Fatty's 2 runners in this race and one of Paul Hennessy's 3, a daughter of Brett Lee and star of the show. She's a mighty finisher. She's getting better every night she runs. This is really a great greyhound in the making. She's a December 03 whelp. She's had 17 races just like Antrim Classic. She's won 6 of them, but it's only really in her last 7 or 8 races that this one has taken off, and she seems to get better with every run. Now in 5 we have Westmead Eagle, who was a big turn last year across the water when trained by Nicky Sava, owned by Larry O'Rourke and trained by Fraser Black, a son of Sonic Flight and Mega Delight, a powerful finisher, but there's a few finishers in front of him here. They're likely to lead him, and if he's behind him, he's not going to catch them. He's failed to catch them now. Last week he had every chance, but it depends on this fella getting out and getting to the front. Little brother of the English Derby winner of last year, Westmead Hawk, who made such a sensational start to his 2006 English Derby bid last night. And there we have the one and only Tire Ted, owned by PJ Fatty and trained by Paul Hennessy, son of Top Honcho and Watch the Market. He's won 28 of his 49 races. This fellow was retired to stud back in December, was never going to run again because he was supposed to challenge for the Derby Lane Million in Florida. Back he came. PJ Fatty loves to see his dogs running. The great Galway man who manages the Galway ladies football team. Well, he's seen this fella now. He's back as good as ever. It was brave to bring him back. Now he's back, and what a performer he is. Stewart now looking, make sure they're all okay. They're all turned the right direction. The signal is given. The final of the Ladbrokes 600. 1 Antrim Classic, 2 Dead Set, 3 Farlow Hobbs and 4 Tire Kitten, 5 Westmead Eagle, 6 Tire Ted. The hot favourite, number 6 Tire Ted, ready to go and away to go. And he's away reasonably well. It's number 3 on the inside, Farlow Hobbs, 4 in the middle, Tire Kitten is out fast. And there's Ted going up the outside. Will he get, he takes a bump, but he takes the lead. And it's 6 Tire Ted leads off the second man. From 2 Dead Set in second, then comes 3 Farlow Hobbs, 5 on the outside, Westmead Eagle producing a big run. As Ted leads into the third bend by 2.5 lengths. Westmead Eagle is second. Then comes number 2, Dead Set in third, but off the final bend, it's Tire Ted up front. Westmead Eagle is producing a big run. Challenging coming up to the line. It's 6 Tire Ted, 5 Westmead Eagle, and Tire Ted has held on. Tire Ted wins it. He didn't get the best of runs early. Rode a bump at the first bend. It's going to be a photo finish, but I'd be very surprised if Ted hasn't taken this in a dramatic finish with number 5 Westmead Eagle. And now let's have another look at this one. Ted is not that well away, but neither is Westmead Eagle. And it was Tire Kitten, number 4, well away, leading up early from 3 Farlow Hobbs. Dead Set on the inside. They hit the bend, and suddenly Tire Ted gets around, takes a bump, but it probably took a little bit out of him, these 4 runs over 600, but he leads into the far side, 2.5 lengths from 3 Farlow Hobbs up the inside. But watch Westmead Eagle, he's producing a huge run for trainer Fraser Black, formerly trained by Nicky Sava in England, but it's number 6 Tire Ted. He's won it all right. He's out front. To challenge him is number 5 Westmead Eagle, and up the straight we see number 6 Tire Ted. Westmead Eagle coming at him, but Ted is brave and he's not giving in, and Tire Ted wins it from Westmead Eagle in second. And the result just called. You probably hear the cheer there in the background. Number 6 Tire Ted the winner. Second is number 5 Westmead Eagle, and third number 2 Dead Set. The time 32:48.
PJ, what can be said about Tire Ted? Surely the greatest thrill you've ever had in greyhound racing is owning this dog.
Oh, he's just something else, you know. It's just hard to talk now because the finish day was kind of being close, you know, but he's an unbelievable dog, you know. When we brought him home there at Christmas, and we thought, like, you know, that was it, Ian, you know, we thought he was retired, and, you know, he had an injury, and you know, at that stage we said, like, you know, that we wouldn't run him again, you know, that I didn't want him to run in and being hurt or whatever, you know, and we said we'd mind him. So I brought him home at Christmas, and he ate the Christmas dinner at the end of the table.
I know you haven't seen the race again, PJ. You're clearly very emotional. Clearly see why. If you actually watch the race again, Tire Kitten might have been the unlucky one in the race. She led to the bend and got done on the corner, and all of a sudden Ted found himself 5 in front, and that was enough.
I know. If Kitten caught him tonight, I'd kill her. No, Kitten's day will come. She's only a young bitchy. She's a brilliant young bitchy, you know, and she's an Fahy and he's Joe Cooney, and you know, she has plenty of time to come, but this is all about Ted tonight. This is the one we really want to protect, you know, like to bring him back, and, you know, for Paul Hennessy, you know, to the work that he's done. When I brought him down to Paul Hennessy, he was 83 pounds weight. That'll show you the work that Paul had to do. You know, he did fantastic work on him. Thanks for the God. That's all I have to say, you know.
And it's such a famous competition won by such a famous greyhound.
Oh, God, thanks to the God. Thanks again.
Well done, Peter. Well done. Well, Paul Hennessy has many champions going through his hands over the years, but I'm sure this fellow has a special place in your heart. Tyra Ted, what a brilliant, brilliant greyhound.
He is, Ian. He's a tremendous animal, and he showed us tonight battling qualities. Like that, he's all out at 600 yards. You know what I mean? But he has a heart like a lion. He's a great dog, and you know, I think we spoke here. It must have been 2 years ago when he won a 550 here. Well, certainly this time last year. There's a massive engine inside in this dog, and you know he loves Shelbourne. And it was a bit tight tonight. It was a great race. Tyre Kitten, I thought was going to get him at the corner. You know, and like. He was all out to hold Fraser's dog at the end, and all credit to Fraser's dog, like he's flying since he got him, you know. But it is brilliant. There's no doubt to bring back a dog like of his calibre, you must win. There's like finishing second is no good. No matter what he did in the heats, they would have said he's gone. And it's great that we have won a classic. I think the 600 yards is a classic, isn't it now? And that's the second classic he's gone unbeaten through. And those kind of animals are rare, you know. And his owner's rare breed too.
Certainly our trainers are rare breed. It's been a great competition for you.
It has been lucky, yeah. We, you know, got lucky with Johanstown Cash first, a great dog. Wasn't that keen to run him in that actually too. I didn't think he'd stay at 600, but the Murrays who owned him were keen to run him in it. And it was something similar with Ted. I had my doubts that Ted is a 600 yards dog. He's more a middle distance dog, and PJ was keen to have a go. And when PJ's keen, you just get on with it, and that's the way it works, you know.
Now he's approaching 4 years of age. What's the plan?
I saw Brian Lohan last year hurling in an All-Ireland semi-final. I didn't think it was possible for a man of his age to give the performance he did. And I'd say in human and in greyhound years, I'd say Brian Lohan is probably older than Tyra Ted. So if Ted can bring out another performance like what he did, or any of those great players, Linford Christie broke a world record at 33. You know, I mean, our own DJ Carey's a great player. Older, you know what I mean? 3.5 is not old. 4 years old. You know, Homer's 7 months older than him. He's had to win his last 3. You know, once they're sound and they're willing, age isn't a barrier, certainly.
So it's a case of keep the show on the road.
We will, yeah. Like, I mean, that was a tremendous performance tonight. That stake, he only came right for the start of that competition. And now the only problem is, in some senses, that he's a real Shelbourne dog, and there's nothing really stirring, but there's no pressure now. And we've got that one in the bag. It's great, and we can look forward to Champion Stakes, or maybe even a crack at the Derby again, and we'll see what happens, you know. But we're flying now, thanks be to God.
Well, I know everybody here enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it, and I know you enjoyed it, Paul. It was a fantastic occasion. Tyra Ted winning the Ladbrokes 600 in truly magnificent fashion. It did get a bit tight at the finish, but I'm sure we'll all agree the best dog came out on top.
Now to next week. We'll be in Mullingar, where the Vintage Car Association are hosting a benefit night, which incorporates the semi-finals of the Gilligan Brown 82525. We'll also be in Shelbourne Park for the final of the €20,000 Dobbins at the Park 82525. And we'll take a look back at the highlights of the 2005 National Greyhound Awards.
For a complete fixtures list and more information, log on to the Irish Greyhound website at www.igb.ie.